Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Manga Boy Unboxing. Today, I have just a little bit of a cold or inflammation. I don't really know what it is, okay? But that's the reason my voice sounds weird. We'll start off with a few boxes from Right Stuff here. You'll see quite the delicious haul today. I'm sure of it. I'm sure you guys are gonna be wowed, wined and dined. So please grab some bread, have some SpaghettiOs, and just enjoy it. This is like a fire haul here. I have been like dying for these series. A lot of these series are like really high on my want list. So Undead Unluck #1. This is a series that I was really looking forward to, but I actually read it already, and don't you love it when you hype something up and then because you hyped it up so high, it's like worse than what you hyped it up as? Well, that's what happened to Undead Unluck for me. It was okay, it was good, but I thought it was gonna be amazing, and it really wasn't. So I was like, I was heartbroken. Boruto 11. Boruto continues to be just a banger series. I've been reading this for a really long time now. 11's really cool. We get to see the epicness, when attacks actually were really cool. So, like, big attacks were, like, planet-shattering. Big attacks were, like, they made a crater, and, like, it gave everybody, like, an awestruck look. Levius EST Volume 8. This has an anime on Netflix and a prequel series called Levius, which is just one single hardcover volume. Still slowly collecting this. Levius isn't in my room quite yet for the reading pile, but it's getting closer and closer every day. So I'm very interested to read Levius. It's about kind of futuristic boxing. Hell's Paradise Volume 8. Every time I get this volume and I read it the second I get it. So obviously I read this one. This is awesome. They continue their assault on the main siblings, who are just going like crazy, trying to take these guys out to absorb their Tao and live forever. But obviously they're not going to stand for that business. No way. No Guns, No Life. This series I think is actually almost done. This is number 10. I'm not sure how many volumes are in No Guns Life, but it is a series that I was pretty interested in because I thought the anime was really cool looking, and I really like the covers. Oh, it doesn't look like it's actually done yet, but I thought it said that it's ending soon, so maybe in a little bit. The Way of the Houseman Volume 5. If you guys watch the anime for this, I definitely strongly recommend checking out the manga. The anime did not do it justice, since there was hardly any animation. If you guys like audiobooks, maybe check it out because it's an audiobook, essentially. But I think that the manga even does better, just reading it on your own versus just watching that poo-poo anime. Zom 100 Volume 2. I ended up canceling my Right Stuff order for Zom 100 Volume 1. I was so sad when I got this in the mail before Volume 1. It's like, I can't read this. But I actually just read this the other day because I got Volume 1 somewhere else. You guys will see that video coming up. But Zom 100 is pretty much this guy is in a zombie apocalypse. He used to be a wage slave and he hated his life. Now he loves his life, and he's trying to do all 100 of his bucket list. Yokai Watch 9, 12, 13. I think there's only 17 volumes out currently. The only one I'm missing is Volume 7, which is really weird if you ask me. I don't know how come I'm missing such a random volume, but I am. But this is just like a comedy manga. It's based off of the video game, which was like trying to be a competitor with Pokemon. Didn't really, combat with Pokemon for too long. I think the first 2 games maybe were close to Pokemon sales. But it kind of is now just like not in the same stratosphere as Pokemon, but it's doing its own thing anyways. I would say it's different enough from Pokemon that it doesn't really matter that it's not competing against Pokemon very well. It's seriously good enough on its own right. I like how they also break it down to arcs. But if you have any interest in the series, I'd probably recommend playing the video games first. I mean, like, whether or not you have it legitimately or via some other means is a whole other matter, but definitely worth checking out. The Reprise of the Spear Hero. This is a spin-off of the Rise of the Shield Hero, obviously. You can see the Shield Hero in it. I guess there's like a branching timeline in it, so if you guys, like Loki, maybe you'll find some similarities there to it. But this is like a really good main series, so I can't wait to read the spin-off series because the Spear Hero is actually one of the funniest characters in it. So that should be very good. Let's fix this up. Fushigi Yugi. I just reorganized everything, so that way we can do it. So that's the final volume there. We have 8. It's kind of crazy how short this is. This is another prequel to Fushigi Yugi. Obviously, I'm missing just a few volumes here, but I have a majority of them in. I'm assuming they'll come in soon, but, they still haven't come in. As of the 29th of June, they haven't even shipped, so that's cool. That's cool. Volume 5. I don't know much about Fushigi Yugi. My girlfriend asked me to pick it up. She loves it. I do plan on reading it at some point, but she really liked the prequel, the White Tiger prequel. So I wonder if the prequels are better than the main series, actually. So that'll be an interesting thing to find out. Alright, lastly we got here is the beautiful Ran in the Grey World. This is about an aspiring sorceress, Ran Yuruma, who feels frustrated as she frantically searches for her favorite pair of shoes. Yes, guys, it's just like that. Oh, I forgot to show you guys what Fushigi Yugi looked like. So there's the art for it. It looks pretty cool. I am pretty excited to finally get into it at some point, but we'll see what happens. From what I understand, this is one of the greats of the Shoujo Beat. Whoops. So yeah, I do want to get into that at some point. Anyways, despite being an elementary school child, those particular shoes actually allowed her to transform into the body of an adult. So Ran teams with magical potential, but has yet to learn how to control it. And knowing this, her beast sorcerer brother, Jin, hides the shoes until she completes cleaning their house. Damn, what a plot. What a plot. Ran's mother, Shizuka, is one of the most powerful sorceresses to exist and must live far away from home to look after the city. Head of their family and all the sorcerers, Zen, is also often away attending business and has to leave Jin in charge of the household. Ran can be quite difficult to handle, and only a single pair of eyes is enough to keep tabs on her and all of her mischief. With the freedom she gets, there's no one restricting her. Ran runs and explores the magical abilities that drive her towards her many and fascinating adventures. This is only a 7-volume series, it's done. But the same author actually wrote Go With the Clouds, North by Northwest. So I think this series looks really, beautiful. It looks really cool, very interesting, very artistic. However, I actually got into this author by seeing Go With the Clouds, North by Northwest. Saw this series on sale on Right Stuff, and I picked it up because of the same author. The fact that it was also only 7 series with nice little French flaps was just a nice little cherry on top. So I was all over that. Oops, knocked off the light. But yeah, so I can't wait to really get into this author's kind of works. Hopefully it's more similar to that Sorcerer manga. I really like that. I can't remember the name of. Oh, Witch Had Its Hilly Hair. And not more like dragons, drifting dragons. See, that's what happens when you have a sore throat and you record at the last minute, and you're a little under the weather. Your brain doesn't work so hot, as you find out. But that's okay. Brains don't need to work for manga video. Manga video, you just manga, manga. That's what I like to dream, anyways. All right, so another box from Right Stuff. Let's peel off all this wrapping paper here. Oh boy. Don't you guys just love it when they hide the spines on me like this? I know I certainly do. Hate this. Why? Okay, so we've got 3 of them flipped over. Half of them are upside down. Let me fix it. I can't stand it. So welcome back, okay? So here's Yokai Watch again. Volume 17. This one looks like it ties in with the Future movie that's either coming out or came out recently in Japan. I don't think it's made it stateside yet. I haven't seen it. I probably should look into watching it, though. He's dead. You can see his ghost flying away. Pretty funny. But yeah, this is just like a super slapstick comedy manga. And let's see here. Moriarty of the Patriot, Volume 3. I have Volume 1, just missing Volume 2. Hopefully it comes sometime soon. Still don't have it. So I haven't read 3 yet, but looks like Sherlock Holmes showed up. That's probably pretty interesting. You know, now that the series has an actual villain instead of just doing, you know, one-shot stories. But maybe it's worse. I don't know. I'm not a wizard. Komi Can't Communicate, Volume 11. I'm not sure how many more volumes are left of Komi Can't Communicate. There are. But pretty much it's just like the title says. It's about this girl who's trying to make 100 friends. But she has like really bad social anxiety. And so yeah, she's trying her best to make friends, even though it's really hard for her. Trying to get out there. But it's really just more of a wholesome manga from what I understand. And it's a 4-koma. I haven't really read too much of it, or any of it yet. It's quite deep in the backlog. Twin Star Exorcist, Volume 5. Twin Star Exorcist is a series that's actually ending really soon. I'm trying to get the whole thing before I start it, or at least most of it, kind of like the situation I have with Haiku going on right now, where I think I have every volume except for the last one. So I'd kind of like to start Twin Star Exorcist in a similar manner. But Twin Star Exorcist is about these two who are chosen to actually not become the chosen one, but have a child that will become the chosen one. So they're destined to get married to create the child of hope. And so I think that's really cool. It's like if you had Naruto, but instead of focusing on Naruto, focused on Minato and his wife. They would be kind of like this series, I suppose. So this is a very interesting series. I really like how the spines alternate between black and white. It's like really unique and a really smart idea, in my opinion. But the main character is really hot-headed, and the girl is really self-centered. And so the two of them kind of have to meet in the middle somewhere to, you know, survive until they are old enough to get married and have children. They're also obviously still trying to, defeat the invading demons and plot that are, threatening the world. Obviously, I didn't get them all here. I have a few of them beforehand too, just, slowly piecing the series together whenever it's on sale. Pretty sure these are from the Viz Media sale. Way back. You guys probably, this is probably before your time, but this was like back in I want to say it was March or maybe even February. But a lot of you guys weren't born in February, No, I'm just kidding. Radiant. This series is really good, but I have to warn anybody who is mildly interested in this at all. It's a really good series. It's a manhwa, so it's manga made from France. The guy lived in Canada, and then I think he moved from Canada. So he went from France to Canada, and now I think he's in Cali, but I'm not 100% about Cali. In any case, this is a very wordy series. It's really good, but it's super wordy. It's like Death Note level wordy. My girlfriend preferred to watch the anime, and it might be the better option, but the anime doesn't cover all the source material. I'm hopeful that it does eventually cover it, because a lot of cool stuff pops up that she has no idea about, and that I don't even have any idea about, because I haven't actually watched or finished reading it yet. I haven't read any of these, but I really want to. It looks like they cut back on the dialogue quite a bit, actually, when I'm scanning through this, so there's hope yet. But yeah, this is a series that's super good. Seraph of the End, another series that's on its way out. It was on Jump SQ, same as Twin Star Exorcist, and it lasted a super long time because it comes out, a chapter a month. And it's not done yet, but I'm pretty sure they announced the ending to it. However, it's pretty much about vampire slaying, but the humans have to survive with the vampires, but there's still another plot at play. If you read the first few volumes, you'll notice that the vampires are protecting or defending, or they have something else in mind. Also, the humans make contracts with demon weapons in order to help defeat the vampires. So you're like, well, that's kind of sketchy. Demon weapons don't sound like they'd be, for the good guys. And so there's a darker plot going with the humans. So it's like, who's really the good guys here? And it might just be neither of them. So that makes for an interesting read. I also really like the style to it. The weapons, the clothing choices are really good. But I hear like the arcs are like really good, and then some are really, really bad. So it has good highs and low lows. So hopefully, like, I can read through it. I'm sure I will. I read through a lot of crap, so I definitely should be able to read through this no problem. But I'm excited to read it. I always like the style, and it's been going on for a few years, and I just haven't ever gotten into it until now. So. I already read a few volumes and I really liked them, so I decided to pick up the rest of it during the Viz sale. But the Viz sale, I seriously am like just so confused about Right Stuff because I have over half my order still missing. In the Viz sale one, I actually paid in full, so I was really confused the fact that it never showed up. So just real quick, that's the end of the May haul. Let's just real quick go through all of the all through the mangas I bought here through the month of May. This is not maybe all of them, but this is like most of them. So May was actually a pretty crazy month, actually, as you can see through all these things. I forgot that half of these I even got in May. I read through a lot of them already, but like May was effing insane. I thought April was crazy. Maybe that's what Right Stuff is doing. They're like, listen, dude, you had a freaking banana-ass May and April, bro. You need to just, like, chill out and read through this stuff, okay? Because otherwise, you're just going to be drowning. And maybe they just have, like, some morality here, where they just don't want people to be drowning in manga all the time. But, I would love to be drowning in manga all the time. Anyways, I think that's where I'm going to end it off today here, guys. If you like today's video, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Definitely spread it around with your friends, too. That's very helpful as well. It helps a lot with the channel. It makes it grow pretty quick. And all that other business with the YouTube analysts or whatever it's called. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. And I'll see you guys on the next one on Thursday. Bye-bye.